Ah, yes, the G1 Terrorcons. The 1987 Decepticon Combiner team. Updated to today's standards. Pictures minus hun-gurrr, which hopefully should be arriving today. Now, this team holds a special place in my heart as it was the last G1 Combiner team I collected. Now, on to the review. Alright, so Terrorcon Cutthroat, he comes with nice card with some nice artwork. I got Terrorcon Cutthroat, noble warrior who showers mercy on defeated foes. So, I had no Terrorcons had mercy, but with that added Prime Master, it gives him mercy. Alright, this also comes with an instruction book with it. And of course you get the figure himself. And it is a very nice figure, a very good representation of the G1 toy. It's a good upgrade. Here's your G1 toy in robot mode. Looks nice. You can see where they mimic the stickers and everything. It looks good. The wings on the toy, you have to go back like this because the arms are actually part of the wings, and if you want the wings to the sides, it will close the arms. That's the G1 toy for you. They did mimic the head sculpt very well. They gave his face some silver, whereas his face here is all yellow. And this is how he looked in the G1 cartoon. Best I can get from a screen grab. So with this being sort of based off the engineering of Dinobot's swoop from Power of the Primes, you pretty much, when you get this figure, you know what you got in hand. I will say that things on this figure are better. He tabs in better down here. It's still, if you want to move stuff, can come untapped, but it's a lot better than how my swoop tabs. But they don't really share that many actual pieces. It's just the engineering of the figure is very similar. So you know what you got. It's easier to tell you what you don't have. You do have a waist swivel, but you do not have any kind of wrist swivel. Everything else is your common deluxe articulation that you're going to find in just about any deluxe figure. His wings do add a lot of posability to the figure. You got this swivel thing here. You can go way out. They have the hinge where you can hinge back. You can go forward. You can come around them. So there's different things that the wings can do. The head has really no up or down movement. He's pretty much fixated straight ahead. But he can left and right you. The gun has many possibilities. To go. You can, like I said, you can tab it here and the port on either side of his arm. He can hold it in either hand as well. And you also can have it on his wings. You can store it back here, because in robot mode it's not really going to show, but there's a little bitty peg here, and a little slot here, and a little peg here. And we'll see, this comes more handy in his hawk mode. And of course, he comes with his prime armor master thing that has these tabs here, which you'll use for hawk mode. But also, if you fold this around, it can close around the head of the bird here on either side. This piece here is my 1QC issue on this figure, so I really don't like messing with it as much more than I have to. You just want to peg it in, peg it in, peg it in, and you can put whatever you want in there. This is something I'm never really going to do, so if anything, it'll just be on his back in bird mode. Alright, to get this figure, first let's show him off with a couple. Let's show him off with Blot. This will give you a comparison of how he looks with other Terrorcons. And then I'll show him off with his mold mate. No, not really a mold mate, but the mold engineering mate of Swoop. You can see where they got similarities here going on, but let you know these forearms and hands are different pieces. The only thing they share similar moldings are their upper legs, the thighs here. This is the same, front and back. Their butts are the same. And then they have the same shoulders to biceps. Everything else is different. They might share some same inner workings in the inner side of the leg and the little piece here, but that's probably common. Alright, get this guy into his hawk mode. First thing we're going to do is fold his hands in. Like that. You can take his hawk head. This is my QC problem, and you'll see it. I'm going to bring it up. Oh, it's not going to do it this time because I want to show you. Oh, there it goes. Oh, came off. Well, this piece here will go over his head, and if this piece had stayed attached, you know, it'd be sitting up here. These little pegs, the other side, they're really small, and this is really thin, soft, pliable plastic. You can see this sits in there. I mean, easy to get right back on, of course.
Hey, what's up, guys?
But you get it up there. Now you can raise this little mohawk fin, whatever, and his mouth does open, and so that has the same kind of workings as the head to this piece here. So this has popped off for me as well.
Yes, it has.
Alright. Next thing to do in this mode here to get into bird mode, you want to twist them at the biceps. And this is different than the instructions will tell you, but I find it easier to do the arms first. And that's just me. And just peg them in. This is very much how swoop transforms. That's pretty much the one of the transformations they really do share here. And you take his legs here, where his swoop would fold up on his back. These do not. These will just work up to here. So you want to get this piece here, and you want to bring it up and over, and do the same on the other leg, up and over, and you will tab them together. And his legs tab together a lot better than Swoops does. He has his tail piece back here, which might already be tabbed when you do that, and you just fold them both down together then and form his tail. You take this piece here, his leg, bring it out, and just fold this piece out. You can do that first. Then you can get his feet situated. And he's transformed based on everything you want to do, but maybe what you want to do with his wings. And you can take his leg section here, tilt the tail up back if you want to. So it kind of curves, sort of like the G1 toy. Let's see, when I mess with his legs a lot, it's easier to pull them apart. But they do stay together better just sitting there than my swoop does. Alright, so anything you want to do is his bird wings. Like I said, they got lots of posability. And you can fold them down like this. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with them. They are nice. You get a nice wingspan out of them. Show him off with his G1 counterpart. And there he is. So you can he has that little movement here where you can bring it back. It does make it a little more unstable. But it's a very good, I'll say, rendition of the classic figure here. Very, very nice. Like I said, the bird head, you get a little bit of articulation going on here. Just be careful that you don't pop it back off. And of course, like I said, the beak does open so you can get them doing other things. Whereas G1 did not. It's all one molded piece. So, yeah, it's nice. And show them off with, here is Center Twin. And I have a Ripper Snapper as well in their beast mode. So you can see how my goodness, them three look together. I do not have hun-gurrr yet, because you saw Blot just a minute ago in robot mode. I do not have hun-gurrr yet. Hopefully I should have him today. He's been the one elusive, him and Elita 1 have been my more elusive pieces here. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with this figure. My main thing, I'm kind of saddened by how the head falls off by the time I want to do something with him. But you know, overall, he is a very nice rendition figure. I'm very happy to have him in my collection as well. And the thing, like I said, I can show you to do with his prime armor here. He has these little tabs that just tab in these little slots on his back here. And then you can carry it on his back, which doesn't look bad at all. And then you take his weapon here. You take the big port, and you can either go in either hand size here. So he has his gun on his back, so you can fly around. Pew pew. And another thing, if you don't want to use the prime armor, like I showed you before, the smaller peg here will go down here. You can choose either side again, and it can go that way. Like I said, the wings have lots of movement. Like you can move here, and they also move this way as well. So I mean, you can do a lot, and it locks in this way, so you can keep it perfectly straight across. So I really do love the wing span of this figure. Very nice. So I'm going to show you the head sculpt, which is something I really didn't show you earlier. Let's go and take a look at his robot head sculpt. Sorry, I had to hit the camera there. It is very, very nice. I say it's probably the weakest of, I think, the Terrorcons. To me, I actually like the other ones better, but it's still a very nice head sculpt, nonetheless. Honestly, I would probably say he's probably one of the weakest Terrorcons to me, but I think this the playability, the things you can do with his wings, I think make up for that a little bit. I like all that, because you can make them a little more menacing to other Transformer figures. Anyway, very happy with this purchase. Definitely, well, I'll give him a 1 thumbs up. Probably a 2 more as I play with him, but yeah, very nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till next one.